Hi, my name's John Wright. I'm the hijacker's son from Washington State. Ooh, ain't I goddamn scary. I'm very scary. I'm very scary. Yeah. Here. I got one of these books. Does that make me an expert? Oh, I got DNA kits for people in case they don't know who the fuck they are. I'm a really funny guy. I have a bandana that's red that my son left me as a little message, They ran me off, Dad. I mean, that, oh, there's a little story behind that. I could save you that one, though. But like I said, my dad was the Zodiac killer. My dad was D.B. Cooper, and they forced him to do the job. And watch my videos, that's what I have to say. But tonight, what I have done is, I just posted a video just a few minutes ago, and I said that, what? I love doing this because my name's John Wright, and they're not. And if you come down to my bowling alley or down to a bowling alley where I work, I'll give you a bowling lesson behind everyone's back, and you'll start beating people right and left. And by the way, you don't have to be an expert to become a pro. So anyway, let's go with this one. Anyway, what I've done today is I contacted Freeport Gold, Nevada, and this is about the Bull Run gold mine that was ripped off from me, which I feel very generously so. I had, my stepdad, he worked there at Freeport Gold. My brother there, he worked at Freeport Gold. Alex Holt worked at Freeport Gold, and his brother worked there at Freeport Gold too, and he got killed from cyanide poisoning. And there was actually a money transaction and stuff, and when I got down there, all of this was in the folds and in the makings and stuff during the time that Jerry was there. I mean, obviously it came under my radar, and I was going, I'm suspicious of this, but you just can't say everything all the time. Even with me, I just collect information. That's all I can do, because I know how they are as a team of weirdos aiding each other to hide each other and stuff. My mother and Jerry they were inseparable. I always wondered, what's going on between those two? Well, my mother and Jerry, Jerry was saying later that she molested him. She did all that. She'd been having sex with him and stuff. And, Jerry, he'll tell everybody, oh, this is your bad stuff. But he wouldn't come forward and tell the law enforcement community what this woman's done and embarrassed her. But the two would be working together side by side as little lovers and weirdos, which maybe Jerry can explain. So anyway, my father-in-law, my stepdad, Malin Park Kent, he worked at Freeport Gold, Elko, Nevada. My brother Jerry worked there. Alex Holt worked there. I knew a couple other guys that worked there. Rudy Rodriguez, he worked there. He was on the Prell and Dynamite crew. They go out and they blow up the property and stuff. They loosen up the stuff for the shovels and haul packs and everything. The equipment come in, dig it all up, head it down there to the gold mine. I knew how it kind of worked when, I never been in a uke, I could say, and those great big dump trucks. A haul pack is what they call them. My brother Jerry drove them, and Alex Holt drove them, and Malin Park Kent, he serviced them. He worked at the service end of it down there at the shop. The shop was yellow. And anyway, I'd been as far as the shop to pick up Malin because of some reason. I think it was his vehicle wasn't working, or there was some kind of a problem. He needed picked up at work, I think it was. But anyway, I was out there at least once, and I've been as far as right there at the shop where Malin worked. And it used to be on the edge of the property. Now I see what they have is they've got, it looks like twin tower buildings that's built there. That resembles like the twin towers over there in New York. I mean, it looks what it is right there. I mean, I guess they needed them, and It just seems so ironic to look down and see them there with everything that's been going on over the years. So anyway, I've contacted Elko, Nevada about this, and I told them that I was posting this letter right here with this YouTube thing, and they go right over there and look at it. And I just told them basically, I'm asking them for $21 million. It's a good place, I think, to start. I think it's a great place to finish, too, by the way. Because the way that I look at it is 7, 14, 21, and if you start looking at things, you might start noticing things. You know, 7 feet, it's like 7th Fleet. Who told anyone that you have to stay a 6 feet distance away from each other during this pandemic they had? By the way, who's the one that started the pandemic and the lockdown? Donald Trump did. He wants to blame the Bidens for the lockdown, but really Donald Trump did by having that Chinese man over here at his house over there where he's got those papers and stuff, those papers, those documents that got him in so much trouble, it appears, that he's in court over right now. You know, that he was hiding from the government, and he wanted to even return them when he was asked to return them. He made an issue out of it, and he thinks that he owns them. Now, saying that alone, he had cake with that Chinese leader. That Chinese leader sat there, and he blew up that place over there in Lebanon. He asked the Chinese leader, "How do you like that cake?" And one way or another, he persuaded that Chinese leader to go home and unleash this virus on the United States of America. And that's exactly what I believe that Donald Trump has done. And for him to even, he doesn't need to say anything, because the evidence, I believe, speaks loud enough in its own to say, Mr. Trump, you're dismissed, you know. But now, you go over here, and what I've done is I've contacted Freeport Moran this very evening. I said they were on my mind. I say what I do, and I do what I say. I come out here, I play music all night. You know, the traffic now has got, I bet it's got a lot more silent. I only have a few bitches that comes now and then. Like a guy that drives a car that has a red fender, it's this color, it's that color, and then he's got the pop muffler and stuff, and my brother-in-law Ernie said, well, he's done that on purpose to make that do that. Well, that there car right there, you know, since it's making such a scene on the road, you know, I would say that right here up Delphi, it comes up here, and it comes down through here, and it comes right here, and he lets off the gas, and he makes it pop. He does it deliberately, and then he opens up his thing over there. I think he should cease and desist doing that. And I'll tell you exactly why. If it pisses me off, and if it triggers post-traumatic stress disorder, just because that guy has a driver's license doesn't mean he's got the goddamn right to fucking piss me off with his muffler, and he does it on purpose to people. And he could either get his goddamn car fixed, or he could quit fucking driving it, because you know what it's called? It's called defective equipment. You don't need to pass a law to tell somebody they're doing something goddamn wrong in America. Now, does that sound correct, Americans? Because the second that you give somebody 1 inch, they take what? A whole mile. And you look at Donald Trump. You give him one inch, one little exception, and it opens the door to something else. Just like it did with each and every one of my family members. And I know exactly how it works. And you know what? I just don't mind telling the truth. I just don't mind telling the truth. You know what? I smoke marijuana. You know, that's the only thing that my family could use against me. So I don't mind holding it here and saying, by the way, I've been disarmed. They took away my goddamn guns. Even down there in Brush Prairie, Washington, that Steve Duell came down here to Chehalis with me and met with Mr. Kimsey, and I also took Pat Urian with me. And Bruce, you know what he told Bruce Kimsey right there in front of me? I've already disarmed him. So so he disarmed me. What he did was my 22 was in his possession in his truck, and my gun got damaged. Just so happens my gun got damaged. So I had to accept $50 for it. It's pretty much how it ended up. Now Steve Duell, you know, his nephew over there in Oregon, they have it over there. He said he would sell it to his nephew. It was all scuffed up and messed up. You know, he should have paid full price for it. I should have taken the gun back. But I felt like I was put on the spot with 3 people. The gun's damaged, you know, like this. I mean, I'm like, it's kind of messed up. Maybe the gun still worked. I don't know. It looked bad. But anyway, they disarmed me. And then I have somebody over here wanting to shoot they did shoot my motorhome right here. They decided that they were going to take it upon themselves to point a BB gun that could shoot something that could put out my eye and shoot it right here at my back window. Right there. Maybe they were trying to shoot me inside of my window right there, but they actually shot my lion right in the chest. So either way, they hit the lion in the chest, or they were trying to shoot me right there through my window. Either way you look at it. Those people over there had the audacity to raise a gun upon me just because what? I've been harassed and they're dirty possibly. By the way, they don't make sound no more. They don't want to be heard. They don't really want to be on my radar. Just saying. And I notified Elko, Nevada, or actually I think it's in Arizona, is where this is at, this here Freeport Gold. And also that's where Lynch Gold Mining is. I do business with Lynch Gold Mining. And you know, I thought about if I have to go and take over Freeport Gold, I was just going to turn over to Lynch Gold Mining and have them package in products and sell the service myself, because I would just pretty much subcontract out the work, just like to Freeport Gold. You know, Freeport Gold would end up probably processing that gold mine over there if we could have did a deal, and I would have wanted a job over there working at that gold mine. As a matter of fact, I would have got a promise that Jerry would have had a job there as long as he wanted a goddamn job too. But no, Jerry screwed up and he ripped off the gold from out of my house. He screwed up my whole goddamn income. He screwed up my whole family. And he stole my family, and he's also the Cooper. He's done many things, and he also killed the Merwins of 1985, and Rick Rife's been blamed for it. They're just framing people. Hey, I'm out of here 14 minutes. Bye-bye. I'll come back soon. Love ya. Bye-bye.